Today's horoscope and tarot reading from Astrocademy, Gemini, March 26, 2022. Good fortune continues to come your way, and your life may finally seem to be moving in the direction you wanted. Today, however, you may find yourself feeling frustrated by a lot of minor, if somewhat bizarre, upsets. Dropping things, losing objects you just had, forgetting your best friend's name, just about anything could happen. Try to see the humor in it and don't lose your cool. Nobody's perfect, so there's no sense in trying to be. Even if you feel that something is pushing you to perfect certain aspects of your love life at the moment, remind yourself that sometimes doing too much can be as damaging as doing too little. It isn't necessary to have an overcharged schedule. Try and slow down the pace a bit. Your mind and body do have their limits. You're likely to be giving a lot of thought to your future. You're probably thinking of how best to increase your financial standing, and you might be thinking in terms of making some investments in land or property. If you've been thinking about buying a home, this is a wonderful time to do it. Any paperwork involved at this time should be finalized swiftly and smoothly. You may be anxious to say what is on your mind today. Words are on the tip of your tongue, and you aren't afraid to let them spill out. Be careful. There is a great tendency to put your foot in your mouth. Your words may come across as being harsher than you intend. Be sensitive of other people's emotions. Don't unload your problems on others. Not everything in your private life is running as well as you would like. Friends and family have their own wishes and goals and are not bound to show consideration to you. Even though it's tough, accept that some situations will not run according to plan. Try to change your perspective and understand others' points of view. This is the best strategy at present. Feeling arty? Your intellectual energy is crackling, and you are in touch with deeper elements of your psyche, so share already. It's a great time to explore your creative side more deeply. If you are longing for love and the feeling of security this brings, don't always pursue it with such vigor or be overly concerned if a love you want isn't always available. You can get what you want by taking your time, being a little more relaxed and calm. A brand new outlook brings with it the promise of success. Try to have confidence in your ideas today. Sometimes insights come to you in a sudden flash of light, but you don't trust your own judgment enough. Today you could come up with a solution to an important problem. If you stay silent, trouble could continue to brew. You're the person with the magic key that will open the door in this situation. So dare to speak up and let others in on your plan. The hours coming up will be decisive, notably in your work life where you should benefit from an opportunity for your career. Before getting your professional activity up and rolling, you will have to be a better listener and be more open. So, make some concessions and get rid of the little habits and preconceived ideas that you take with you systematically along your path. With a little more innovative spirit and imagination, you should be successful more easily. A heightened level of intuition and ESP abilities could lead to some interesting conversations with those around you, who could be a bit blown away by your insights into their thoughts, feelings, and desires. You could also be feeling more expressive than you usually do, and might want to channel some of that inspiration into writing, speaking, or some other form of self-expression. Reading could also prove especially valuable at this time. Less than 3 weeks after returning to Aquarius, Mars, the planet of passion and the warrior planet of the cosmos, moves into his final 3 weeks here today. This gives you 21 days to work with his warrior and competitive spirit, channeling this into the things that excite you. Fortunately, with Venus not only here for the next 12 days, but moving towards an alignment with Saturn and the asteroid Juno, this is giving your heart a sense of resolve and a clear sense of what you do and don't want moving forward. As the moon takes the pressure off the dwarf planet Ceres in your romantic sector, any tension will drop, but in the process, this leaves you with a better read on your heart's needs and priorities. It was by challenging those needs and putting up roadblocks that the moon has revealed what you don't want, making what you do want more transparent. Your tarot reading for today. Strength, the Magician and the Hanged Man. The cards you have chosen reflect your individuality. You are a worthwhile person, sensitive and attentive to your loved ones. During your life you have been able to develop benchmark values to hold on to, and now you feel the need to reach your full potential by following your principles and respecting the most important thing in your life. You're one of those people that we encounter all too rarely in life, who look past things and seek to understand their meaning and values. You never stand in judgment, and always have empathy and understanding. That's why your loved ones appreciate you, for your sensitivity, for being a good listener, for your clear-sightedness, and your singular way of thinking and looking at the world. The cards you have chosen reveal these qualities, that can be regarded as superior ones, and show you are promised a good life. Your draw highlights a beautiful light that illuminates your future and shows that by listening to the lesson of the cards, and remaining consistent with your values and taking the decisions that really matter to you, you could find yourself completely fulfilled alongside a man in whom you can place all your love and your trust. In this aspect of life, the cards evoke happy events and moments of joy, sharing, and happiness. The combination of cards you have chosen agree on this bliss, this prolific period of life where everything is in its place, and during which you can blossom by the side of the people who really matter to you. Our eyes in the sky. An especially cosmic day is here, as the stars above us engage in a dazzling heavens dance. At the very onset of the week, our great taskmaster planet, Saturn, goes retrograde in Aquarius. For many months, he has soared rapidly through this realm, bringing life lessons to all things Aquarian. Quiet time spent in reflection is highly recommended because the moon opposes Neptune later in the morning, making us all overly emotional wrecks. This also brings even more chances that you'll simply have the wrong idea about everything. Be careful also not to over-idealize anyone. Someone could easily take advantage of you if you put too much trust in them. Later in the evening, the moon trines Pluto, and you may not be able to see how much influence people you admire have over you. Be careful and make sure that they aren't manipulating you. This would be an ideal day to have a psychic reading or therapy session because it could expose secrets from past lives or reveal things from your subconscious. Because this is an inquisitive transit, you might find yourself wanting to discuss psychology as well. Ask questions, but be careful not to seem obsessive about it. You aren't the only one who isn't perceiving everything exactly right. There's a late afternoon Moon-Pluto trine that puts you in touch with your more sensitive side, and you might even feel a clairvoyant charge. Take full advantage of getting insight into what someone close to you might be thinking, because you can use what you learn to strengthen your relationship with them.